graphical difference will be quite big. I'm gonna say, guys, straight away. CarVup gives you the option to play with sound or with music. I'm not sure if you would rather have music or the whole time moo moo. Collect bonus for points. I want to read it again. $25 bonus for K for bonus. Extra gives us a life. Weapons, press spacebar to activate weapon. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Meow meow. So the goal is that we need to fill in all those black dots. When you hit these, they fly all across. Speed turn. It's nice. And when you finish a level, it's just taken away. So I think even collecting items is maybe a scoring strategy, because if I look at the top score here, 203k. Yeah, we need to collect items. There we go. You know what? We're gonna take that grappling hook, because we don't know. And we don't know better. Uh-huh. Turbo! Okay, if he says uh-oh turbo, then we better abide that oh turbo, because we're being chased by Satan at that point. The game is very weird. Mind that. But it's an old school game. So of course things would be a bit different. But I really enjoy this kind of creativity. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I thought we're gonna get some more fruit in. We didn't. That's okay. Oh, but we're gonna get that fruit in. That I can tell you. Oh, that was close. Also, we also got our bonus almost full. That's also something to strive for. Very cute style, yeah. Wait till the next stage. I'm not sure if it's the next stage or the stage after that. But they quite changed the scenery a lot, which is fun. Also, I don't get the origin of the meow meow. I don't. Oh, that was the N for the bonus. Because we're missing the N and the U. And it seems like it's dropping a lot of N's and U's at the moment, huh? There we go. Thank you for 25k points. It's a mutual thing. So, but since the score is 203k, means we gotta play the game quite a while. I think we'll get there. Ooh, that was a close one, but I wanted to get it in one shot. But the level finish bonus seems to be always the same. So maybe the game is... Oh, you know what? Oh no, he's going up the stairs. I was ready to pump some oil. But you know what? Now I am. Oh, we gave him a fart. Whatever it did, it did. But this is classic gaming arcade experience. Bren, what era of platforms did you grow up with? Were you like a C64 guy, a ZX Spectrum, MSX? What were the first platforms you came in contact with? If you remember one specifically. Oh, we got... What? Okay, so this acts as a stun. Okay, good to know. Acts as a stun. So I do have a theory, and I would like to know your opinion on it as well. My theory goes as follows. If you grew up with... Oh, it's just the bonus level. It's the bonus level. If you grew up with a specific platform that was older, where mostly games were arcade ports and had this old school difficulty, where people say, oh, this is the Dark Souls of... Well, games have been just like that, you know it. I do have a feeling that people are better at video games, or haptically, if they grew up with those games, because you just play them. You never judged if a game was easy or difficult. You were just like, okay, I gotta learn the game. There we go. That's what I was talking about. Ah, you're still here. Good. I thought your keyboard was passing out already, Cammy. You agree? What was your first contact? Spectrum was the first when your brother got it. Would have loved the C64, but I was happy with anything. I agree. Like, we got a Super Nintendo down the road after the Amiga. One would consider the downgrade, but I still loved the hell out of it. Because, you know, gaming is gaming. We got a PlayStation after the N64. It was still fine. But, you know, when Metal Gear Solid was around, my friends were all like, yeah, I finished Metal Gear Solid. I'm such a god gamer. And I was like, yeah, you wanna come by, play some Amiga? And then we're like, what is this? That's not fun. That's too difficult. And I was just, what? You're just driving a car and you're coloring over bricks. So I feel like, but those people, again, they grew up, for example, sometimes with games like Settlers 2 or stuff like that, right? So they are especially good at RTS games now, which is interesting and funny to me. How, oh, come on. That was uncalled for, Bat. And now he's going to, oh, why do we have auto weapon? That's hideous. I grew up with a CD32. Wow! So I had CDs full of Amiga games which I played. They were hard, but now I thought games were meant to be. I agree. When people said, oh, Dark Souls is so difficult, I was just like, ah, there were these 1-2 boss fights which were like a puzzle. You gotta figure out what's up, but other than that, I mean, people are capping saying, oh, those games are easy. It's just like this. Oh, you can only eat 2 million Scoville? I can stomach a whooping 9 million. Hey, good luck. Good luck with your stomach flora and your omnibiotic health if you measure yourselves on levels of hotness you can stomach. But beyond that point, I always felt that okay, I do not trust it. Okay, it kills. This kills actually. That is good. I wouldn't measure difficulty as a requirement, but I wouldn't go as far and say that, for example, Dark Souls is an easy game. You don't want to belittle what other people achieve. You want to compliment whatever... Oh, we want that gun. Sorry for me being very short-focused, but when I see those items, I just have to go for them. Yeah, I just played Dark Souls for it being a great experience. And so I did with Rolling Ronnie on the Amiga, or Soul, or Cadaver, or Sean d'Arc. Oh, there are games that are super easy. Sure. But do they provide me with a fun and unforgettable experience? Okay. I think the run is over. We're on the last life. And that witch is spawn spamming here. So we had no chance of getting an extra in. Aye, aye. You loved the Amiga, played with... Oh, your cousin had one? Ah, your parents did not approve. Were you in one of these phases then where you had to basically get all those gaming hours you were not able to get back when you were older, Bren? Because I think that's also one of these occurrences. After, you know, parents are like, no gaming. I had a friend, super nice guy, he's now a crazy parkour runner. Like, he's being sponsored, making money by doing parkour. But his parents, like his mom was a teacher, and she was like, no, gaming is bad. So every time he was at my place, he was allowed to game. Like, he was even only allowed to watch TV for 3 hours a week. In hindsight, maybe not the worst thing, but at the same time, you're just missing out. All the other kids do that stuff, right? And every time he was playing at my place, he was so aggressive, and like, people that lived 3 houses farther could hear... Oh! Ooh, lucky. Could hear him like cry, like, ah, fucking game, ah. So he was like the full-blown rager because he never had any way to express these emotions like a normal kid would. He wasn't allowed to play. It's crazy to me. Felt so bad for this guy. There we go. When I discovered emulation late 90s, it was fantastic to catch up on so much. Oh, I bet. But when you say emulation the late 90s, that means Neo Geo or NES? It depends on the platform, I guess, as well. But you kind of got me interested in the trick there. What platforms got you into the emulation feed? Because I think for me it was the Neo Rage X. Could it be that this was the name of it? Neo Rage X? That was the emulator I was spending most of my time on, and I was So engulfed. Metal Slug for the first time, and I was like, wow. Now, I gotta call my friends over and we're gonna play some Metal Slug. Everyone loved it. And Rain and WinUAE. WinUAE too? But I got into WinUAE only a bit later, I think. Oh no! Oh. Okay, first CarVup run is over. That was 166k. I want to do a second one because 203k is the current world record. Let's do another run of CarVup. We were able to talk so well. Maybe one of the reasons why I didn't pay enough focus to the game. That's on me though. Don't fret. That is totally on me. Another run of CarVup it is. Yeah, the Neo Rage X, but the thing was, it was so hard to get the working ROMs for it. ROM sets back then, when you were a teenager, hard to understand topic. It blew my mind when I was able to play Metal Slug 4, which was fairly new back then, with the 2 heavy. And I think Windjammers was one of the games I played. I was big into Sega emulation back then. MAME ran so badly for my PC back then, but the likes of Neo Rage X and Rain supported fewer games, but they ran so efficiently, and the overlay, everything was beautiful. I loved Neo Rage X. Sometimes when you watch some scores on LVL Up Score or High Score, you see people still using Neo Rage X. I love it. I love it.